Hey, y'all. The infamous Orion here, and I'm a schmo.
I'm Gyro, and I'm a Schmo.
A schmo?
A Schmo.
Fuck. Okay, we're
A
redoing that.
Schmo.
Schmo. Schmo problems. Welcome, everybody, to the big 50
Yeah.
of the podcast. I don't know if this is. I don't know where we are in the actual
I,
show
I
history.
actually, I don't either.
So, like, this show started back in 2016.
It predates recorded history.
We've been doing this since the beginning of time, since the beginning of the internet.
hmm
We
Yeah, the big 5-0 featuring guests like Noah and not collaborations.
I almost did like an SNL theme song for this, but I really thought it'd be like poor taste after we were just talking shit about them the other day.
I mean, they deserve it though.
They do.
They see what they made
So, did you ever see The Karate Kid?
a long time ago. Yeah.
Well, you know that Cobra Kai is a thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, have you ever stopped and thought about reading the Cobra Kai comic as listed here on Amazon?
Cobra Kai comic. I can't say I have.
I love how they took time to get like Johnny's actor right, but Ralph Macchio does not look like Ralph Macchio on the cover.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
To be fair, Ralph Macchio looks like a bit of a dork now.
Oh yeah, he's a goober.
Yeah. He's a goober.
Yeah, this person who drew Ralph Macchio on the cover of this comic book did not know what Ralph Macchio looks like.
hmm
Uh, so yeah, how's everybody's week going? Mine's going
Wait,
better.
I'm sorry.
What?
What is this book about? This is a Cobra Kai book.
Yes, but
On the back cover, they have based on the hit YouTube original series,
yeah, it was on YouTube first.
but they have a picture from the actual movie right above that
Yeah,
of like the scene
from
from the
Karate Kid.
last fight
Yeah,
from
from
Karate Kid.
yes. Uh, th-
Sure.
I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be like the Karate Kid, but through Johnny's perspective.
Sure.
I have no.
Let's justify the bad guy's actions.
Yes, I
The
mean,
reviews on this 200. That's not a ton.
super fandom cool, writes one person. Nicely written and animation is stellar. A comic book has animation, really.
This is the kind of thing I wonder how many of these are real.
Oh, I refuse to believe any of these are real.
These there's a lot of UK ones.
Is the UK like secretly the biggest Karate Kid fans?
I don't know. I mean, there's not to be fair, there's not a ton of reviews in general.
Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a huge Karate Kid fan, but I don't think Cobra Kai is that good.
Okay, I have a problem with this when people are reviewing it as like a gift, you know?
Yeah, I hate that.
Like this person says 5 stars, title, it's good. Bought for my brother's birthday. He's a big fan of Karate Kid and Cobra Kai. He says it's really good.
Yeah,
What? No, have your brother review it then. You don't know shit.
bro,
If he's a big fan, I'll probably give a better review than that. Nothing.
check out what I just sent you.
Oh my god.
You thought it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, at least it's not a vinyl adhesive skin.
We'll talk about that, I guess, a little
Wait.
later.
Yeah, what the hell is this?
It's Cobra Kai. The Karate Kid saga continues for Nintendo
Why does this
Switch.
look like Mortal Kombat?
Good question.
I don't remember fire snakes in the movie. although, it's been a few years, so maybe I'm just misremembering.
Um,
I don't remember Icicle stabbing people either. That seems like a new one.
I love it that
The
they have
fuck
one of them
is?
just doing a Kamehameha.
What the hell is this?
Dying
It looks
teenager.
so bad too.
Someone had to make this.
39 ratings. Good game, amazing. They playing. Wait, no. This person gave this a 5-star review. Kids have great time, fun for whole family. The review is this is it. They playing this game.
Yes, I see that.
That's the review.
They play in this game.
What the hell? I don't believe that this is 4.6 out of 5. All right, I'm looking this up. What is the everyone else have to say about this? I don't get this. It looks
Like ass.
visually gross.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Is it just a beat 'em up like Streets of Rage?
I guess. Side scrolling. Oh, it's a side scrolling beat 'em up.
Okay, so like
What?
River City Ransom.
Why? Oh my god, this is Wikipedia. I'm gonna send you this Wikipedia article because this is like the most nothing I've ever seen on a Wikipedia article.
Do it. Oh my god.
It's just empty.
Yeah,
There's
what?
nothing here.
I'm pretty sure there's more. No, it's about like half and half for empty. And what's actually
Yeah,
there?
it is about half empty.
Yeah.
So game was announced in August 25th, 2020. It's already out.
Yes, it's been
Holy
out.
shit. That was really fast. Um game was in the wait, what? It was in mid alpha phase when the pandemic started.
Are they trying to like what's the word I'm looking for?
Like set the expectation.
Yeah.
Like for one to be dealing in the middle of the pandemic and being forced to work remotely on this
Yeah.
is very challenging. To then be able to take the game from announced to completed in 3 months. Oof.
Dude. They have the whole staff written on here.
I know.
That's not that big of a
That's
staff.
like that's like everyone.
One, two, three, four,
So
five,
the
six,
developers
seven.
have cited games that served as inspiration, including Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, the Comba Tribes for combat mechanics. The hell is? I've never heard of that.
It's a 1990 beat 'em up for the arcades in Japan. A home
Yeah.
version was made for
They
the
all,
Super Nintendo.
they also cited Overwatch and Assassin's Creed Odyssey for skill upgrades,
The
and
fuck?
Streets of Rage, River City Girls, and Final Fight for level pacing and enemy design. River City Girls came out in 2019. Is this right?
Yeah, I have it. It's good.
Wouldn't the inspiration just be River City Ransom at that point, though?
I, I've played both, and I would say River City Girls is probably the more modern version of it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you're talking, when your other references are the Comba Tribes, an obscure 1990s arcade game that apparently existed.
It was also made in Unity.
The Dodge. Oh wait, no. Um, Game features an entirely original soundtrack from the composers of the TV series. It has a mid 60s on Metacritic. That sounds about right.
It's always weird to me to see like all this weird Karate Kid Cobra Kai merchandise that came out just because Cobra Kai got popular.
Yeah.
Like, here's something you might want to see. You just need like a Karate Kid bedtime story for your kids.
What?
Yeah,
I don't get it.
it's just a fucking Oh my gosh. It's literally just Karate Kid, but told as a bedtime story.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird and uncanny. I don't like it.
Oh wow, there's a whole series of these.
I just noticed that. E.T., Back to the Future.
Are they all by they're all by Kim Smith. What does her works look like? She's an illustrator.
Gen X boomer nostalgia
Oh
is
my
here.
god. There's a Home Alone.
No.
What better way to tuck your kid in tonight than to tell him the story about a similarly young boy who tries to get murdered by two men that break into his house?
Dude.
Heartwarming, classic tale.
Home Alone couldn't be made in this modern age. I think we're too cynical as a like species of American to like let something like Home Alone happen.
I want to see I want to see the Home Alone but where his dad has a gun
Oh god.
and it's just like 2 minutes long.
Yes. Now, Kevin, there's going to be a time in your life where you're going to need to defend yourself. They just straight up like check off gun that shit and give him like the keys to the like gun case.
Mhm.
Dude, did you ever hear that story about that one robber that tried robbing a house and then like the son of the house like shot him in the leg and he was like on the floor crying and the kid was just told him to like man up?
No.
Yeah, that's a thing.
That sure sounds like a thing.
Is there any more stupid Karate Kid shit? You want Karate Kid dolls?
No,
Come on,
surprisingly.
dude, come on. Think about it. Look at this. They're like actual Barbies. You can make Daniel and Johnny make out.
Does this the version that lets you break Danny's leg?
Daniel's leg. Uh, dude, zoom in on Johnny's doll's face and tell me that's not the face of pain.
They both look like they're having a really bad time.
uh, Johnny's when the ketamine sets in, and Daniel's before this ketamine sets in. Oh, they look so bad.
They do. I guess people really like it. Oh god, this one has answered questions.
Oh, go on. Tell me more.
I'm looking at getting this item autographed. No, shut up.
Can Daniel be shaped in the crane position? One is just straight up.
Is this in the box? Do you have a pic? Yes, it is in the box. This is just how it looks when taken out. No shit.
Dude, one of them's just straight up in Spanish, and someone just replies yes.
Yes. I should have said C.
They should have. That's that's racist.
Wait, what? This person gave it 4 stars, titled the review "Too pricey to play with, not detailed enough to collect. Better than the Target version." It's $200.
Yeah. Wait, is it $200?
Yes,
Oh shit, you're
that's
right.
the price that's listed. Yeah.
You gotta buy Daniel and Johnny's ketamine. Holy shit. At that point, just get the Funko Pops.
Seriously.
Like, 80s nostalgia stuff is so bizarre to me. Do you ever go to like a Target and see like their 80s nostalgia wall?
Yeah.
It's weird. You can get.
Apparently.
Oh, what's up?
What? I don't know. I'm very confused right now. One sec.
Oh, God.
Like I haven't seen the movie in a long time,
Okay.
but I don't remember this scene in it. Apparently, I've just not remembered it.
I'm scared.
But they have more of these that are, clothed versions, and for some reason Johnny's is in a skeleton costume.
Oh yeah, that's from the Halloween scene.
Yeah, but like that's what you go with?
Oh boy, I'm scared. Did you send it?
Oh, I can if you want. It should be in the top bar
Oh,
of the
wait.
listing.
Sorry, I was looking at the other 80s nostalgia. Okay, let's see. Oh god.
Yeah. It's like all the rest of them look normal enough.
You want to pay $70?
Yeah, right. Mr. Miyagi's 100. No, sorry, he's on sale for 90.
Oh shit.
But like everyone else looks normal enough, and then it's just Johnny as a skeleton. What?
I love this one. I'm gonna send you this one right here of some guy wearing the like modeling the Cobra Kai headband. You can tell that they couldn't
Let's
actually
see
get like an
this.
actual model, so they literally just got the
Oh
camera
yeah.
guy.
Yep. It does look like that.
Okay. The two photos are literally just the same photo.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Yep.
ridiculous.
It's exactly the same.
Oh god. They have a Daniel costume. Now tell me which guy looks happier wearing which clothing.
Uh, oh yeah. I All right, so here's the question. Did they actually do a photo shoot for this?
I'm sure, but I'm assuming they're two separate companies.
It doesn't look like he's actually wearing that shirt almost.
Oh,
It
yeah.
almost looks like it's been cut out and is floating above him.
It does.
It's very weird.
It's bizarre.
All these product things are always just weird.
Dude, going to the dark corners of Amazon is just a ride. Legend says if you go deep enough, you can find a child for sale.
Yeah, it'll be disguised as cheap furniture.
Oh, God. Tacky, not worth the money. Awful, not foldable. The sticking is obvious. I think they're saying stitching, but they spelt it sticking. Is obvious and
Yeah.
itchy. Do not waste your money or time unless you are trying to be obviously tacky. Ouch.
Love it. At least they're real reviews, it sounds like.
Yeah. One says, "Do you want to do karate in the garage?" Oh my god, that looks awful. There's like a Cobra Kai No Mercy hoodie. You can tell this is one of those cases where there was a green screen and they had like
Yeah.
this child wear this hoodie like with the green screened hoodie and they just keep copy pasting the original design.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, look at that. That is
That's terrible.
awful.
I love how the pattern wraps inside the hood.
That's why I was thinking.
Wait, why do they have two different kids?
I have no idea, dude.
Did you watch any Linus Tech Tips?
Occasionally.
Did you see the fake product reviews video they did?
No, but go on.
All right, I will send this to you. It's pretty good. They went on Amazon and bought as many of the Linus Tech Tips branded stuff they could find that wasn't their own
Okay.
and did a big review of it. And 99% of it is just actual garbage.
Well, no shit.
And it's like, yeah, it's not anything we didn't already know, but yeah, it's good to have it confirmed.
Amazon is such a weird place.
Hmm.
What do we have for news this week? We've been kind of going on this Karate
Oh
Kid
yeah.
fast for a
Yeah,
bit.
let's get serious for a minute
Oh shit.
because we got some serious news.
I'm scared.
So one of the big pieces is that there was a ceasefire announced from Israel regarding that conflict.
Yep.
Um, from what I've been reading on news sources such as Al Jazeera, doesn't seem like it's being entirely effective. I mean, there's not the open war essentially that was ongoing,
That's
but it's not like the problems are magically gone. There's still lots and lots of problems, thousands of people displaced from the attacks that were carried out. There have been incidents that are being reported of Palestinians living in Israel, so like legally, that and people who are pro, um, I don't even know what to call it, not necessarily pro Palestine, but apparently there's protests in Israel regarding the events are happening that were against the actions that Israel was taking. Those people are being arrested.
okie dokie. Wow.
Yeah, that's one of the big pieces of news. The other one, this is a throwback. Belarus called in a fake bomb threat on an international flight that was happening in its airspace, forcing it to land in Belarus in order to arrest an opposition Belarusian journalist.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and likely very, very illegal. So this whole thing is kind of crazy. This was a flight that was going from um looks like Athens, Greece to not Belarus, but it flew up through Belarusian airspace to do it. And when it entered their airspace, um some sort of bomb threat was called in. They redirected it to land in Minsk and they arrested the guy.
Hmm.
So it's pretty fucked up. And as a result, a number of large European airlines are now announcing that they will be avoiding Belarus's airspace indefinitely, I guess. This includes KLM, major carrier in the Netherlands, Scandinavian Airlines, known as SAS, the main carrier of Denmark, Norway, and Sweden, Air Baltic, the carrier of Latvia, Wizz Air, a Hungarian budget airline, and Lufthansa, a large German airline. Germany's largest airline, sorry.
Yeah.
Governments are advising planes not to fly over Belarus airspace, and that includes UK Transport Secretary Grant Shapps, who has instructed UK Civil Aviation Authority to request the same in order to keep passengers safe. Yeah, the whole thing is really messed up. The UN is calling for an international probe into it because, uh, like, the whole thing is just kind of fucked up. Apparently, there was something that came into it where Hamas was allegedly involved with the bomb threat, and they have denied that. A spokesperson has denied their involvement, saying that um, so, spokesman Fauzi Barum said the group has nothing to do with that completely. We don't resort to these methods, which could be the doing of some suspicious parties that aim to demonize Hamas. Uh, yep.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the whole thing seems to be like Belarus called in the bomb threat on their own to get the plane to land.
I'm almost
Because
certain.
it sure is a coincidence. It just happened to have this person they want to do arrest on it, isn't it?
I don't think it's a coincidence, good sir.
Yeah, no, it's not a coincidence at all.
It was God. That was terrible. I apologize. Yeah, that's pretty messed up.
Yep.
What else happened?
What else did happen? Iran has agreed to extend the IAEA, International Atomic Energy Agency, nuclear monitoring deal for an additional month. This is a continued incident from back in 2018 when Trump pulled the U.S. out of the International Atomic Energy Agency deal that allowed certain sanctions that were placed on Iran to be lifted in exchange for greater international oversight of their nuclear program. A number of those sanctions were reinstated in 2018. As a result, Iran started to push back more and more against these energy agency oversight. Was set to end this month. Today, they announced instead that they'll be extending it through June 24th. In the time between there, on June 18th, there is a major election in Iran that is expected to be won by their more conservative parties that will likely push back stronger against intervention by the IAEA and likely mean the end of this monitoring deal entirely.
Well, shit.
Unless
Yeah.
the agreements are put back in place and the sanctions are lifted.
Okie dokie. Wow.
Yep.
Well, shit. We can't have nice things.
Nope. Close out that one. Okay. Myanmar. Aung San Suu Kyi has appeared in public for the first time since the military coup that took over the nation in February. She's been in house arrest for weeks, if I remember right. Is that right? 16 weeks, sorry. First time today she was allowed to meet with her lawyers. There was some public statements that were traded and voiced on behalf of her by her lawyers. The whole thing is very much still ongoing. What is it? Miss Suu Kyi wished people good health, lawyers said. She also made a reference to the threats by the military to dissolve her National League for Democracy party, saying in response, quote, "Our party grew out of the people, so it will exist as long as people support it."
Oh, shit.
So I was reading a story last week that was kind of small, didn't really come up, but apparently there is still pretty strong resistance by the groups that are of her party against the coup. And there's a story that was talking about apparently they had taken over some sort of police outpost installation somewhere in the nation.
Hmm.
So it is very much still ongoing within Myanmar.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's unfortunate.
Yep. Okay. I haven't read this one yet, but I clicked on it because the headline is very grabbing. Apparently, body of missing man found in Spanish dinosaur statue.
Go on.
Spanish police are investigating the death of a 39-year-old man whose body was found inside a dinosaur statue. Authorities were alerted Saturday after a father and his son noticed a smell emanating from the papier-mâché figure in Santa Coloma Garment, a suburb of Barcelona. Father then saw the corpse through a crack in the Stegosaurus's hollow leg. Police said the man had been reporting by his missing family, police said he had been reported missing by his family, and no foul play is suspected. How is no foul play suspected? The guy's body was in the leg of a dinosaur. What?
You know what I want?
What?
I want a fucking episode of Monk that's based around this case.
Wait, no way this is legit. 3 fire brigade member teams were called to the scene after the body was discovered. They cut open the dinosaur's leg to retrieve the body. Local media report, man who has not been named, was trying to retrieve a mobile phone he dropped inside the statue. He then fell inside the decorative figure and was trapped upside down, unable to call for help.
The hell?
I do not believe that one bit.
That is some Darwinish shit.
No way. Like, let me see if I can find this. Spanish Stegosaurus statue. And we'll throw paper mache in there for good measure. I do not believe this.
I refuse to believe something that That's I convoluted, coincidental.
It doesn't make sense.
Oh, don't mind me,
These
everybody. I'm
pictures
just
are
gonna jump
terrible.
into this big dinosaur statue.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody pay attention over here. Dropped my phone.
Like, it's not even that big of a statue.
Does it look like it can hide a full body in there?
I mean, maybe. Like, a person could definitely fit in it, but in one of the legs, I don't think so.
Oh shit.
Where did that one go? Like, this is a really bad picture, but it's like all I can find.
That
It's
would have to
good,
be a very
on the scene reporting, right? You're right in
yeah.
front of the goddamn crime scene.
That gives us a person for scale too. So
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, like, it's plausible, but there's not a hole or anything.
the legs would have to be like literally hanging out.
Yeah. I mean, if it is like paper mache, I don't believe that someone couldn't just like punch through that. It's not like paper mache is super strong. I don't know. Whole thing is weird.
I don't believe any of this.
There's no good pictures of it either.
No.
Like this is the picture all of these news stories are using, and it shows you literally nothing.
They didn't want you to get a good enough look. They didn't want you to question the
Apparently.
story.
This is just the wrong picture. What are
Yeah.
you doing, Alarabia News? Look at this shit. It's the wrong Stegosaurus.
Oh, it's so bad. I like how you can tell it's missing one of its spikes.
Yeah. I
Uh,
I don't get it.
no one. I don't get it either. They're not telling us something
How do you not suspect foul play?
because you're the one that did it.
This is another news article that used the wrong picture. This isn't that hard.
This is so conspiracy. This is like what conspiracy theories are made of, man.
Yeah.
Who was the person that died?
They haven't said.
I mean, how important were they though? Was it someone that needed to get taken out?
Seems like it.
Is there a dinosaur mafia going about?
Like, this is some Sherlock Holmes kind of shit.
Again, an episode of Monk on this would be amazing.
Oh yeah.
I could be Monk.
Okay. Moving on from whatever the hell that was. The first Samoan female prime minister has been locked out of parliament by losing opponent who has refused to step down.
Classy.
Like, really good move on their part.
Yeah.
Um, Fiame Naomi Mataafa took the oath of office in a marquee in the parliament's gardens, leaving uncertainty over who controls the Pacific Island nation. The current, or I guess now former prime minister, whose name I'm not even going to try to pronounce because that has way too many vowels in it, has been prime minister for 22 years and has ignored a court order to step down.
That sounds about right.
Apparently, the chief justice was also barred from the parliament. It's like they just locked the door and said, no.
I'm not coming out.
Let me see if I can feed this through like a how to pronounce thing because that's a long name.
I'm curious if they put up the like sign that says like, no girls allowed. No girls allowed. This is my area.
No, I don't trust that that's right. Oh, anyways. that is a thing that has happened. Um, the Democratic Republic of Congo had a volcano eruption,
Ooh.
leaving 15 dead and thousands displaced. There's not like a ton on this. I found a small CNN article, and there's really just like social media quality footage of the actual event, but it's pretty tragic. Apparently, there's hundreds of people, including children, who were feared missing after being separated from their families after it happened on Monday. Mount Nyiragongo erupted in the eastern portion of the Democratic Republic of Congo over the weekend. 9 people, oh geez, that's tragic. 9 people died in a car accident as they tried to flee. 4 people died while trying to escape a prison. 2 died from burns.
Oh wow.
So very tragic. Apparently,
I,
about 8,000 people had to cross into Rwanda seeking refuge following the eruption. Some returning back later, some not. They have not officially advised those who evacuated their homes to return as seismic activity continues to be recorded at the volcano.
I didn't even know Congo had volcanoes.
Yeah. It's one of those things that they're kind of just everywhere,
Yeah.
and a lot of them have just been dormant for a long time.
Yeah. That's a big problem.
This is why I don't go on CNN.
Go on.
I'm just going to send you a picture. I'm going to let it speak for itself.
Um
Why?
how to entirely empty your bowels each morning. A 1 minute routine. Shit, fam, I got a minute. Let's figure this out.
Sponsored by Gut Connect. I'm not clicking on that shit.
How to completely empty. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Google.
It autocorrect. Oh no.
1 minute. Let's do this, fam. I got this. Oh shit. Oh, I
Well, is it
love
a
it.
1 minute routine?
I love it when Google tells me to nut up or shut up. Um, it, Step 1, take a fiber supplement. Step 2, eat a serving of high fiber food.
This
Step
doesn't feel like it's a 1 minute routine.
No, this first one that came up says it will take a few hours. But I wanted to just go over how this one just escalates. Step 3, drink a glass of water. Step 4, take a laxative stimulant. Step 5, try a lubricant laxative. Step 7, use a stool softener. Step 8, try an enema. Try coffee. I can't find the 1 minute method. Oh, I found a 2 minute method, and it's on YouTube.
God.
I got this. Okay, this is cursed already. It says clean your colon, glow your skin, prevent colon cancer. I wish I could turn on volume because I want to know if this is like one of those Indian tutorial videos.
Okay, I actually found what this is, and
Uh,
it's just snake oil.
oh,
100% snake oil. So this is apparently something that's from Dr. Gundry, who makes weight loss books, basically,
okay.
and they're mostly bullshit. It's mostly just like dieting and exercise, but oh, it's this one thing. It's just dieting and exercise. That's all it is.
You know, as someone who's lost 80 pounds, I agree that is very important.
Yeah, but it's like masked as other stupid shit.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it.
Well, if they add the stupid shit to it, you can like add more money to it.
Exactly. You get your vitamins. You got to get your Gundry vitamins. Those are $50 a piece. Fuck. It's just diet and exercise. Just diet and exercise, and you'll lose weight. But apparently,
And we told you that for free. Diet and exercise.
What the hell? If this article doesn't actually have the word bowel in it, I'm going to be it doesn't.
No.
So this is an article titled "How to Entirely Empty Your Bowels Every Morning." Topic surgeon explains how. The article does not contain the word bowel. We have been lied to.
Motherfucker.
How dare they?
How do we know if we're emptying our bowels then?
You can't.
Yeah.
You'll never know.
Never know. You know what? We need to come up with our own method, Kyril.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Yep.
honor this clickbait and steal their audience.
Audience.
You know how I uh, empty my bowels, Kyril?
No, and I don't want to.
Oh, come on, Kyril. Oh,
Here, I'll mute you for a sec. Go ahead.
okay. I empty my bowels by talking shit on this show all day. Ta-da!
Was that enough time?
That was just enough time. That was like
Okay.
perfect.
Perfect. Good.
I even threw in a little ta-da at the end. Oh,
In other news, non-bowel related, an algae protein that is sensitive to light has been used as part of a therapy to partially restore a man's sight.
that's pretty badass.
Vision of a completely blind man has been partially restored using the light sensing proteins first found in algae. It was treated with a therapy called optogenetics, which uses the proteins to control cells at the back of his eye. Says that he first realized that the procedure was working when he could see the painted stripes of a pedestrian crossing. He can now grab and count objects on a table according to Nature Medicine.
Nice.
Very neat.
But how does he empty his bowels?
I don't think they say, unfortunately.
Damn it.
Although I would, he's either well practiced or he has help. Or
Yeah.
although maybe now he doesn't need to. He can do it on his own.
Fucking cursed. This is an cursed episode.
It's very cursed. Okay. A handwritten letter from Einstein with the famous E equals mc squared equation fetched $1.2 million at auction, 3 times more than previously expected.
Hot damn.
So this is pretty neat because this is apparently one of only 4 examples where Einstein actually wrote the equation by hand himself.
Okay.
And this is the only copy of it that is in private ownership. The rest are in public ownership and things like museums.
Fair enough.
So very neat.
Well, I want it now.
Gotta have $1.2000001 million then.
Okay. Well, I can tell you how I'm going to get that. With this one secret to empty your fucking bowels. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I hate
It's
this.
really dumb. Well, what else is stupid?
What's up?
Holding your wedding on an airplane to avoid Indian COVID restrictions.
Go on. That sounds mighty
Indian
stupid.
couple holds mid-air wedding to escape COVID restrictions. So there's a restriction apparently in their state, in their wherever it is, the state of Tamil Nadu, where they're limiting weddings to only having 50 guests. They wanted more than that, so they rented a plane for 2 hours, had 160 guests on board, flew up above airspace, and had their wedding.
Are they part of the Mile High Club now?
I guess. I don't know where international airspace starts.
That's a good question. Where does it start? Like a mile off the ground or?
I don't know. How far is international airspace? No, I don't. What the hell? Why is this such an uncommon question, apparently?
Because people don't have curiosity.
12 nautical miles.
What the fuck's a nautical mile?
I don't know. I'd assume it's like a mile, but wet.
I thought it would be a mile, but with SpongeBob.
Let's see. Nautical mile to mile. Oh, it's slightly longer, apparently. So it's 13.8 miles.
Is it that
Roughly.
hard?
So I don't know how the hell they says that they did this. Well, I guess 2 hours is probably enough to do that. Rent it for 2 hours, fly out over the ocean, do your thing, and you're good to go.
Hey, I just came back. Hey, Dad, we just came back married. Where'd you get a priest? Where'd you get the license? International waters, baby.
This is like such mixed messages in this picture.
Yeah.
Because, like, for one, there's a fuckload of people. No one more than 3 rows back can see anything.
Yes.
For two, this dude's got like a whole ass TV camera.
Yeah. I was noticing that.
I don't get, I mean, it's big. But then there's also like people that have masks and gloves on.
Question.
The dude on the right there rocking the chin mask doing him a bunch of work.
It's a chin diaper, good sir. Okay.
Which question?
What happens if they're trying to cut the cake and then they start experiencing turbulence?
I don't know. I don't think there's room for a cake here.
Cake on a plane?
The whole thing just doesn't make sense.
It's wild, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Neither do I.
Okay. Now we have actual movies to talk about that come out this week.
Oh shit, movies?
Yeah.
Those are like TV shows but shorter, right?
Other way around.
Oh. They're like
They're
what?
they're like TV shows, but stretched.
Fair enough. Well, hit me.
So, all right, we have A Quiet Place 2.
Too quiet.
Too quiet. Um, why does she have a gun? I thought that was like what they didn't want.
Yeah, guns are kind of loud.
Yeah, you'd think. So apparently, following the deadly events at home, the Abbott family must now face the terrors of the outside world as they continue their fight for survival in silence. They just have a gun, don't worry about it. Forced to venture into the unknown, they quickly realize that the creatures that hunt by sound are not the only threats that lurk beyond the sand path.
No shit.
Have you seen Quiet Place?
Never.
I haven't either. Apparently did well enough to justify making a sequel, and it's doing pretty well, apparently.
A Quiet Place 2. Too loud. More quiet.
A well-executed thrill ride that leads to just one destination, A Quiet Place Part 3 due next year. I swear, this must just be like their like casual project. Because all of the cast is like the Krasinski family and their kids, basically, from what I
Okay.
understand.
That makes a lot of sense.
Because John Krasinski and Emily Blunt are married, I'm pretty sure. And it's like
Yeah.
their actual kids in the movie, from what I remember.
Daddy, can we be in a movie? Sure.
Basically.
Takes a script randomly off his desk. You guys can be my kids in the Quiet Place.
This gives you an idea for how few cast members there are in this film.
Okay.
Under cast and crew, you have the what I would assume is like the main cast of the Abbott family. So played by Emily Blunt, Milliken Simmons, Noah Jupe, John Krasinski. There is Cillian Murphy playing a character regarded as Emmett. Laura Ashley Cristiano as Emmett's wife. And then we have Jimon Hunsao credited as a man on island.
I bet he is a man on an island.
Then if you go further down through it, John Krasinski is listed in 4 different roles.
Oh no.
So he makes up like a fifth of all of the listed cast and crew on Rotten Tomatoes.
This guy looks like Mr. Fantastic.
Krasinski?
Yeah,
He was in The Office.
he was. Oh
Yeah.
shit, he's Jim.
Yeah.
Never seen it. I've never watched The Office.
Right. No, I haven't either. That's like what he's known for, though, from what I understand.
Hmm.
Excuse me, from what I understand.
That's neat.
It's doing pretty well. 94% critically. So, I guess it's working for him.
Yeah,
Next up, we have Cruella, which
that's coming
is
out.
already out apparently. Yeah, listed as the 28th.
Isn't that just Disney's Joker?
Basically, I mean, like it's it is the Cobra Kai of 101 Dalmatians.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. Emma Stone plays Cruella with DeVille though, which seems super not what I would have expected.
I mean, I don't know.
It works. Hair and makeup did a really good job, but it would not have been my any of my guesses, let alone my first one.
No, she's not my first choice as Cruella either.
She seems to fit the role well, though. Well enough, at least. It just really doesn't look like Emma Stone.
No, it doesn't. I'm like looking at the trailer right now.
Mm-hmm.
So does she actually go dog napping in this, or
I don't know. Let's see what is the summary here.
yeah?
All new live action feature film about the rebellious early days of one of cinema's most notorious and notorious. Okay, I'm gonna skip through some of this.
I was about to say,
1970s London follows a grifter girl named Estella, determined to make a name for herself with her designs, befriends a pair of young thieves who appreciate her appetite for mischief. Together, they build a life for themselves on the London streets. One day, Estella's flair for fashion catches the eye of Baroness von Heltman, fashion legend who is devastatingly chic and terrifyingly haute. Oh no. Played by Emma Thompson. Their relationship sets in motion a course of events and revelations that will cause Estella to embrace her wicked side and become. This is a prequel.
yeah,
She becomes Cruella. So yeah,
it's literally just Joker. I don't know how I feel about this.
basically, it is one of those things that I just don't really care.
I really can't care either.
It's very clear that I am not the target audience,
Same.
mainly because it's a live action Disney movie.
That's something I've kind of grown accustomed to lately, that a lot of things aren't made for me anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah. I will say it's, I don't know. I don't like Disney fanfaring over their own work, like their old glory
mm-hmm.
days work when these live action stuff.
Yep.
It's a
It
little,
is really frustrating
yeah.
because they clearly know how to make good movies still, but these must be cheaper, I guess.
I mean, it takes less effort
Yeah.
because you don't have to write out a whole new character. You just gotta get character from position A to position B, which we already know them to be.
Yep.
Does not take much to write an origin story. I mean, look at Marvel.
No reviews out for it yet. It releases on the 28th. I guess that's Friday, so we'll know more then.
Do you think we can predict this movie?
I think it's going to do better than I think it will.
Do you think it's going to be a ripoff of a Martin Scorsese movie like Joker was?
No.
Oh,
I mean the concept for it seems original enough. It just sounds kind of boring to me.
I don't think it sounds boring as much as it just sounds like it. It's not boring. It just doesn't sound like it has a good hook to it.
Right, I guess so. Good way of putting it.
Because, like, I don't know. What I hate about origin stories, and this is why I don't like a lot of first superhero movies, um, we all know what's going to happen at the end. It's implied.
Of course.
Yeah.
What I don't get. Okay, so this is like their promotional images. I'm gonna send you this one.
Yeah.
All of their promotional images very clearly show her as Cruella. They're hammering that home that this is Cruella.
Yes.
But that's not what their synopsis says. Their synopsis says this is before Cruella. It's Estella.
Yes.
So I don't get it. It's giving me mixed messages.
I agree. I don't know what
I
to
guess we'll know
say.
more. I mean, it's not even released yet. We'll know more when it does. I don't really care.
I think there's going to be a scene where she meets the two henchmen.
Oh, of course, there's got to be.
Yeah. Um, what else could they possibly
Okay.
have? One scene with her and a
The-
Dalmatian.
I mean, if there are not Dalmatians in this movie, I would be legitimately angry because it's all over the marketing.
I know.
Like, you can't not have the Dalmatians.
It's
You've heavily implied that they're going to be there.
yes.
And it's kind of a core. I mean, but it's not, though, isn't it? Isn't the whole point in 101 Dalmatians that, like, she kind of comes to the realization at the start of the movie, like, oh yes, this would be a beautiful piece of fashion, and what better for it than using dog fur?
Yeah.
I thought that was the whole point. Is it's not like a key facet of her identity until like the start of the film.
I agree. I
So I don't know.
I don't know either.
In other movies, there is a Moby documentary.
Interesting.
Yeah, apparently it's like an autobiographical kind of piece. He's credited as the writer for it. Um, but it's called Moby Doc. It is a surrealist biographical documentary narrated by Moby as he reflects on his turbulent personal life and iconic music, from underground pop bands to chart-topping solo artists, and from struggling addict to vegan activist, featuring interviews with David Lynch and David Bowie, along with extraordinary concert footage utilizing a blend of reenactments, interviews, and archival footage. Audiences will be, and that's just getting into more spin stuff. Um, Introspective journey sets out to answer existential questions of purpose and meaning by examining a life of extreme highs and lows, joy, tragedy, success, and failure.
Yeah. Sounds a lot like Private Parts by Howard Stern.
Yeah, it seems neat. I mean, it's cool enough. It's got
Yeah.
a fun title. It's got a neat cover, neat poster.
Yeah.
So more power to him. I hope it does well. It's probably going to be very lightly seen as these kinds of things tend to be, but
Well, I feel like most people don't know who Moby is nowadays.
that's true. It is a bit sort of past his prime, I guess you could say.
Yeah. At least he didn't like go out like trying so hard to be a part of the mainstream.
Yes, I can agree with that. And he did do some, like, a lot of his work that he did in the like late 90s, early 2000s was very formative for what popular music would kind of lean towards following that.
Yeah.
Very synth heavy and that kind of shit. And he made the banging Bourne theme song.
Did he?
He did, yeah,
I didn't know
for
that
the
was
Bourne
him.
films. I don't think it's like actually like the Bourne theme. It's more like a more of a retooling of one of his existing pieces that he was hired to do for the film as
Okay.
their closing credits. And it does fit the sort of vibe that the Bourne movies have, with that sort of like spy, but also not that kind of spy kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yep. And that is what we have for this week's releases, at least. And, it's more than recent year.
I will say there's probably more movies out this year than there were last year. I mean, this week.
Yeah.
And we're not even technically in the summer yet.
Yes. There's going to be some big ones.
Yeah, we're still waiting for Black Widow after
Mm-hmm.
2 years.
Yeah. We did get a new trailer this week, today, actually.
Yeah, Daddy Marvel feeding us real good.
Oh, yeah.
Marvel has pretty much helped us run this podcast. We could be a Marvel
Basically.
sponsored podcast at this point. Yo, what up, fellow Zoomers? You know it's totally lit, dogs? The Marvel Comic Company. It's
The
Excelsiorific.
Marvels.
I will sell out.
So let me pull up this trailer again. We got a new trailer for the Eternals.
Yeah.
It, I, I don't know. I don't have faith in it. I think they're trying to do too much. Like the big thing for me that's just like, oh yeah, no, this isn't gonna work, is when they cut to, let me see if I can find it, this wide out shot of all of, the Eternals.
Yes.
That one. There's 10 of them.
That's more than we
10.
usually have for an Avengers film.
And they have, yes, that's like exactly. So I figure there's like one things that makes this able to be followed at all. Either some number of them will die early to sort of like cull the numbers down to something that's reasonable, or some number of them will end up being the bad guys for this film.
Good point.
I don't think you can have it be any other way and have it be still able to be followed.
Yeah. I,
It's
I
just too much.
I can't think of any other movie that has like a large cast this big that works.
Yeah. I'm going to send you a screen snip of this because I want to meme on some of this real quick here. First of all, the dude far right, that is just Joji. It's just Joji.
You know what also kills me a little with this?
What's that?
I don't like that some of them have the same color outfits.
Yep. I would assume that at least for like the two center ones,
Yeah.
it has to do with them being in some sort of, they're connected,
Yeah.
I would assume that that's what that implies. I will admit though, how old is she? Like she's not young. 45? That's pretty young stuff. Angelina Jolie looks good for not having been in a movie in like a decade.
Yeah, I'm surprised that she comes back
She
for
fits
this
the
one.
role really well. It doesn't look like Angelina Jolie, and I think that works. It just looks like a character. And I'm glad. I was worried that they would really lean into that a bit hard. It's like, oh yeah, we got Angelina Jolie. But they didn't, so it's good on them.
You know, we almost had an Inhumans movie.
I don't know who that is. What
The
that
Inhumans are
is.
basically
I've heard
X
the name
Men.
though. Are they?
Yeah.
Hmm.
The idea is that within every human is like a secret superpower that you can unlock
Sure.
by breathing in a gas called the Terrigen Mist.
Okay.
And if you breathe it in,
This
you
is
become.
quickly getting into like Resident Evil levels here.
Oh yeah. Well, it came first, brah.
We're gonna have a T virus.
Yeah.
I know.
The ter
I'm kidding.
the Terrigen virus.
It's the M virus, the we're not mutants virus.
Yeah. Um. Essentially, they're just diet X Men. That's kind of always what they've been.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Um. So I don't know. The premise of the film is after this is for the Eternals, not the Inhumans.
Yep.
After an unexpected tragedy following the events of Avengers Endgame, the Eternals, an immortal alien race created by the Celestials, who have secretly lived on Earth for over 7,000 years, reunite to protect humanity from their evil counterparts, the Deviants. What? We get another cast?
I hope not. Like they're looking at the cast all lined up here. There definitely is potential. All of them do have, for the most part, a unique palette of colors that fits them and presumably is associated in some way with what they do.
Yeah.
I think that's good. It gives them each a very prominently unique position, but it's a lot of people.
That's what I'm worried about.
It's 10 people, and there's going to be supporting cast along with it. And also, where the fuck were they during Endgame?
Good question. You think Thanos, unless they all got snapped.
They should know. They should know before the snap happens that that's a problem that is happening.
Why is there just...
I don't get.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my problem with any of these kinds of ideas of literally throughout the years we have never interfered until now.
Oh my
What the
god.
fuck changed after Thanos that's now worse than Thanos where you have to help?
Yeah.
Are you just like guilty that you didn't help and you're like, well shit, I guess we should have?
Can't be eternal and there's nothing to be eternal for.
I'm curious if this is like actually just Joji though, because it looks a lot like him.
Um,
It can't be.
no, it's not. I'm not seeing him on the list. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not exactly great with actors, so I don't know anybody on this list except for Angelina Jolie. Um,
Kumail Nanjiani is another notable actor. He's been in plenty. Do they just have? Let me see this. The Eternals. Oh, that's not how you spell any of that. Guest. Oh, apparently Kit Harington's in it.
okay.
Game of Thrones.
I've never seen Game of
Richard.
Thrones.
I haven't either. Richard Madden of Madden fame. No, he's probably unrelated.
So, okay, let's go through this cast as their characters and describe them a little bit, because I have no idea what's going on.
Barry Keoghan. He's
Okay.
an Irish actor.
Hmm.
Not Joji.
So, atop the cast, we have Gemma Chan as Circe, an apathetic Eternal with an affinity for humankind who can manipulate matter. She has been in love with Icarus for centuries and poses as a museum curator on Earth. Feige describes Sirius. I'm getting this from the wiki, by the way. Circe as the lead of the film.
Okay.
Richard Madden as Icarus. At least I'm assuming I'm pronouncing all these right. I'm trying my best.
I would assume.
Yeah. Apologies if not. I do.
So I will say from the trailer, they give the implication that each of the Eternals sort of took up roles in different regions.
Yeah.
And given, Icarus, Circe, romantic, Greek, that sort of fits together.
Yeah.
And they have the same color palette. So
Icarus is the tactical leader of the Eternals who can fly, project cosmic energy beams from his eyes, and has superhuman strength.
they really just
He's Superman.
No, I was gonna say they did the Strictly Better game with Cyclops.
Oh shit.
It's like, what can you do? I can project energy beams from my eyes. Oh, that's it.
Kumail,
Kumail
my bad.
Nanjiani.
Nanjiani as Kingo, an Eternal who can project cosmic energy projectiles from his hands.
Oh, come on. They're not doing that.
Enamored with fame, Kingo becomes a popular Bollywood star to blend in on Earth.
That's just himself.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, he's of Indian heritage. That just seems like such a cop-out.
Leah McHugh as Sprite, an Eternal who can project lifelike illusions. Sprite appears to be a 12-year-old child, but she is stronger and cleverer. Cleverer. It's more clever.
That'd be more, I would say more clever.
Yeah, more clever than she looks. I was wondering why there was a fucking child in the cast.
Yeah. It's always awkward when that happens. Like, Japanese media, particularly anime, gets a lot of shit for that.
Yeah.
Oh, I swear I'm not actually 12, I just look like it trope. It stands out. It looks really fucking weird in American media like this. Yeah. It doesn't fit.
Brian Tyree? Is that Tyree?
Sure.
Henry as Fastos, an Eternal and an intelligent cosmic powered inventor who secretly helps humanity progress technologically. He is the first superhero to be depicted as gay in an MCU film.
I'm sorry, I gotta pause here for a second because that is hilarious. That all of these are like incredibly, like incredible, like, oh, he shoots lasers from his eyes and he can project energy from his hands. And it's just like, yeah, he's got a good brain and he's gay. That's it.
His
What
secret
the
power is
hell?
rainbows in his brain.
I mean, it's cool, but like, that seems kind of like his actual power seems kind of underwhelming.
Compared to everybody else?
On, I swear to God, if it turns out that he like helped Iron Man become Iron Man,
Oh shit.
I'm gonna be pissed off because that's bullshit retconning crap. That's the problem with this kind of shit. When you have a race of super beings created by like practical gods, and they've been the like protectors or the watchers over of Earth,
Yeah.
like it kind of detracts from
Everybody
the
else?
accomplishments of Earth.
Yeah. Okay. Up next is Lauren Ridloff as Makari, an Eternal who uses cosmically powered super speed to scout planets. She is the first deaf superhero in an MCU film, and as such, she is not affected by the sonic booms she creates.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So let's just go through this real quick.
Yeah.
We have Wonder Woman, we have Superman,
Yes.
and now we have
The
the Flash,
Flash.
but deaf.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Barry Kogan as Drig, an aloof Eternal.
Droog?
Droog?
Druid? It looks like it's like
Druid.
druid, but with a G.
Yeah, that's what I'm having a problem with.
Druid?
An aloof Eternal who can use cosmic energy to control the minds of others. He becomes withdrawn from the other Eternals because he disagrees with their interactions with humanity.
Totally not a bad guy.
Yeah. Wait, who's playing him?
Barry Kogan?
I'm not getting villain
Oh,
vibes.
so it's the dude on the far right. It's the Joji looking guy.
Okay, I'm getting villain vibes.
And then
Um,
Gilgamesh.
Don Lee as Gilgamesh, the strongest Eternal who can project an exoskeleton of a cosmic energy. He becomes Thena's partner in their exile from the other Eternals. Who the fuck is Thena?
I don't think they have her here. Oh, Angelina Jolie's character.
Oh, okay. Oh, she's just
It's
at the bottom.
way down. Who the hell is Gil Birmingham then? He doesn't even have a picture on his Wikipedia page.
No, and neither
He's
does.
just uncredited. Harish Patel doesn't appear to be an Eternal.
Kit.
Kit Harrington as Dane Whitman.
Oh shit, he's Black Knight. That's fucking rad.
Yeah.
A human warrior who wields a mystical sword. And Salma?
Salma Hayek
Yes.
as Ajak. I don't know.
The wise and spiritual leader of the Eternals, who has aided the advancement of human civilization and able to use her abilities to heal. Ajak can communicate with Celestials. Where was she? Where was she?
Did they really? I got the characters mixed up. I thought,
What?
their Flash equivalent also wears red. That's kind of disappointing.
Angelina Jolie as Thena, a fierce warrior Eternal who can form any weapon out of cosmic energy and develops a close bond with Gilgamesh over the centuries.
So it seems pretty clear they're gonna have Angelina Jolie, Thena, Don Lee, Gilgamesh, and Barry Kogan as Druig as the bad guys, and then at the end, Druig will probably turn on them and they'll win the day or some stupid shit.
I'm really disappointed by the fact that they bring Black Knight into this as like another hero to put on top of all these other characters.
Yeah. Seems like a lot.
There's a lot going on here.
So going left to right in their group shot, it
Yes.
starts with Kingo, Kumail Nanjiani, then Lauren Ridloff, Makari, Don Lee, Gilgamesh, Angelina Jolie, Thena, Richard Madden, Icarus, Selma Hayek, Ajax, and then it must be. Is that right? It's really hard to tell. This is not a great picture.
This image kind of sucks. I hate how dark it is.
Let me see if I can find a better. Like, I feel like this would be because this is the only one I've seen that has them like all in their costumes,
Yeah.
and one of them has half of their head covered, which doesn't make it easier.
I remember
I'm
someone
pretty
actually.
sure that
What's up?
it's just
Oh,
Gemma
better
Chan.
one.
Oh, you have one?
I think I do.
Hit me.
Hitting you.
That would be amazing. Yeah, that's better enough. See, the problem I have is that both the gold and blue and green and silver ones,
Yeah.
they look way too like Caucasian white compared to the actual pictures of the actresses in their Wikipedia pages here.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I do know what you
Like
mean.
neither of them looks right for the picture, but it has to be. So I don't know.
What I want to know is why do all these suits look like they're the same one, just a palette swap?
I do think that's intentional though. They're supposed to have the same symbology in them.
Yeah. It's just